Alrighty everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a new type of video, and the reason why I'm doing this new type of video is because, well, I want to inform people about how to get better at this game, because I myself had a hard time playing the early game of this game, and it was dreadful. It was really hard, it got really boring, I was about to quit, but eventually I pushed through, and this game is by far easily my favorite Roblox game, in my opinion. I'll try to make this video as fast as possible just so you guys don't have to sift through the video. And yeah, hopefully this helps you guys. So yeah, let me start off with World 1 early game. So generally what you guys want to be doing is world skippers. And in the story mode, you can do story skipper, right? But you don't have to because sometimes it's a little bit too hard. So you would want to be focusing on the story mode quests. So for example, here you get emeralds and also 2 rerolls and 300 emeralds if you do the infinite. So when you go in the story mode, you want to do act 1 through 6, and each one gives you XP and emeralds, which is very good. And the nightmare mode gives you a little bit more XP and emerald. So if you can do nightmare, do it. And of course the world skippers are a little bit more hard, but if you can, try to do it with a friend or not. But if you're by yourself, let me tell you what to do. So when you're by yourself, you'd want to do the story mode, normal mode, and just kind of rack up a couple emeralds, a bunch of emeralds, put in the codes. Codes are very important, okay? Whenever new update drops, put in codes, trust me. And do not waste your rerolls. Please, I made this mistake. Do not waste your rerolls on any of these units right now. Please, trust me. Trust me. If you need a trait, don't waste all of them, but go for, you don't have to, like, if you can get glitch, go for it. Be my guest, but you literally should not roll on World 1 because it's such a waste. But if you want to roll just a little bit, like, you could generally stop on Demigod, Cosmic, Diamond for the money units, and any of these are great. But you shouldn't be rolling on here unless you really need it, because my next point is the guide. So the guide is very easy. You just follow each, quest, and it'll give you a bunch of emeralds, coins, gold, and XP items for your characters, and of course legendary starts to evolve. So you will get Garu free, Idol free, not her Evo, Garu evolution, an Overlord sticker for Garu, you should use on Garu, and a full Evo for Garu before his godly. So this is very good. You guys need to go for this guide. Trust me, just keep playing the game, you'll get the guide done, and it'll make the game much easier. So what you guys would want to be looking for in World 1 are these units right here. Not all these units, of course. You can look stuff up for which is better, but I'd say these are very important because Guts, he does a lot of damage. Gojo slows, time stop, and just really good unit later on. Ichigo, not this one, it is the rare one that is in the summon in Mythic Banner 1, right here, Ichigo Kai. Don't go for Ichigo. Ichigo Kai is literally just the evolved version. Do not waste time on Ichigo. Go for Ichigo Kai. And you'll be needing him for the godly, but you might as well use him now and just for a filler character. Or you can use other characters that interest you. Tatsumaki for the slow, she's very useful. Garu, of course, he does not look like this, but he will be looking like this at most with an Overlord, which will be very useful. And of course, Idol. So yeah, that's pretty much everything in World 1. Besides that, you can do a little bit of the raid for the rerolls and get the empty mask for Ichigo Kai, and also the Sage Scroll. If you can get that early on, you might as well because you're going to be needing Naruto later on. So yeah, that is early game. And let's shift over to the mid game. Alright guys, so we are in World 2 now. It may look a lot different than it was from World 1, but a little bit similar. There's a couple things added here. Don't be overwhelmed, it's fine, because with your units now, it'll be okay. All right, trust me. Now you can start going for units that will actually carry you, right? So when you get to World 2, Banner 3 will be activated. And on Banner 3, you guys should get Bulma. As you can see, there are 2 godly characters here, right? And I'll explain them to you, don't worry. But to put it simple, these 2 godly characters are busted by going on quests and going on godly trials, scrolling all the way back to here. Ichigo, Horn of Rescues. And there's going to be 8 quests, and I guess I did them by accident. Oh, there it is. Okay. So here is the quest. I'll run through them with you real quick. So Ichigo Hollow Form, I showed you in World 1. It's the mask. You put it on him. Evo. Collect 1,500 soul tokens. That's easy. That's from the raid. Collect 1,000 energy. That's from a quest from Portals, I'm pretty sure. I might be mistaken. I'm sorry. 3 crumbling orbs. Those are from the Portals. Act 6. Raid 5 times. Very easy. 15 times. Very easy. Wave 100 of Infinite Nightmare. This might be a little difficult, but there's matchmaking now, and you can probably ask LFG, but you could probably do it with a decent team. Soul King Palace 3 times, and Mahari Kurosaka questline. So I'm pretty sure for this quest right here, for the Soul King Palace portal, the Crumbling Orb is going to be difficult because you literally can't do them without the Mahari Kurosaka questline. And the Kurosaka questline is going to be right here. This guy right here, you talk to him, you're going to yipper, and he's going to tell you to, I think, evolve Ichigo, and then collect a certain amount of energy. Mind you, none of these are tradable. You have to do all of these by yourself, so don't even think about trading because it won't do anything. So yeah. You want to get all these, but the Mahari Kurosaka questline is probably the hardest one. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all of it. It's very simple. And what you want to do to craft a godly would come here to the Divine Crafter. Craft an empty vial, and you're going to need 10 mythic shards and 5,000 gold to get an empty vial, and you need to kill 100 bosses in Infinite to get a guaranteed fill, or you guys can just get lucky and get it earlier on. And then with the filled up vial, you would want to put an Ichor vial, 100,000 gold, 25 mythic shards, and 50 cosmic essence into this to make an empty helix. And you would go to Helix of Forge Zanpakuto, and you would put the glyph from the quest you would do, the empty helix, and the 5,000 gold, and then Ichigo will turn into a godly, which will carry you through literally everything. I promise you. Next, I will be quickly going over the techniques you guys should probably get. So on Ichigo, for example, glitched avatar, bare minimum avatar, because without these 2, it will be a pain and he will not do enough damage. And for everyone else, Overlord and above, I guess, is fine, but generally avatar glitch is very important. And for Idol and Bulma, you would want Entrepreneur at this point. At this point, you should be getting Entrepreneur, and since enchanting altars, right, you should roll on them and get, if you could get Midas, if you're lucky enough to get Midas, great. But if you can't get Midas, efficiency is great because of the cost reduction. Again, make sure to keep doing the daily wheels, grabbing the stuff from the gold shop, index, and the milestones, the level rewards. And here's the new stuff. I won't get too into it, but there is also Extreme Boost and Boss Rush. These you can worry about later for like characters you want or godlies you want. But for Extreme Boost, if you can do it once you get Ichigo, go on the Infernal Boost, and Gojo will be here to extreme boost, and he is very useful, like very useful. And for the raid, you will be unlocking a ton of other raids. And as you can see here, there is a boost for the 6th one. And for example, if you do Hell City for Sung Jin Woo on your first Act 6 of the day, you will get a guaranteed of 12 to 15 rerolls, a guaranteed 36 raid tokens, 500 XP, 450 emeralds, and I'm pretty sure the pity is higher. I might be, no, the pity is normal, but yeah, pretty much do the raids to get characters that you want, or start heading towards godlies. But the Act 6 is the one that you need the most for rerolls and just better, jewels and stuff like that to roll. And while I'm here, I'll show you guys the Wander Niche raid. So the Soul King Palace portal is right here. Aizen is here. Aizen is a really good character. You can get that. And the the soul tokens. You use the soul tokens right here, and you can get this one right here. So Ichigo Hollow Form is the one you need for Ichigo, his final form before his godly form. So on Legend Stage Act 3, Wukong is here, and you're also going to need Winter Essence. And you're also going to need something else. Oh, right. My bad. I haven't done this in a while. So on the quest for Wukong, you go right here, and you would want to do 600 waves of boss rush, which is very easy, trust me. You would want to get Wukong God form, which is from... It's gonna be a stick you pick up, which is find Wukong's weapon. It'll be in the back of the snowy village. Trust me, it's very simple. And then in raids, I'm pretty sure, or not raids, sorry, on boss rush, on the godly boss rush, you need to do this 600 waves, and there's 50 waves each time, so very quick, right? And there's nothing you really need from this specifically, so other than, doing the, well, this is weird, I don't have him, but whatever. You generally want to get the 500 waves done, and you get a pretty decent loot. You can like redeem it for mythic shards and different types of shards, technique shards, stack cubes, stuff like that you need. And then 5,000 boss rush tokens, you do that from the boss rush game mode. Nature essence, caverns, you don't have to do the hardest mode. It might take a little bit extra time, but I'll show you guys later in a bit. Get 15,000 kills on Wukong God form, pretty self-explanatory. Slay 15 bosses in infinite mode, pretty simple. And the Wukong weapon, pretty simple. I told you guys on the Snowy Village. Slay 50 gods in boss rush mode, pretty simple. And complete any raid 25 times. So very easy for a very good godly. Super needed godly. Trust me, he is useful. And Ichigo is, Ichigo Wukong, very good combo. For essences, I can show you guys very quick. I can tell you guys how it works. So these 2 essences get a boost every hour, and they give you a lot more than the normal essence do. So let's say you need light essence, for example. You would click on here, and you'll be, oh, like, what is all this? Are these hard? You guys should probably be doing Nightmare and Purgatory, because Insanity is a little bit more harder because you guys might not have the specific advantage stuff. So Nightmare and Purgatory, do a couple of those, you'll get enough. So let me explain to you how these work. So elements, very simple. I can give you a rundown of what each one does. So light does 300% more damage to dark, and pretty sure that's what light is, right? Yeah, 300% damage to dark, right? On here, for light, you wouldn't want to use light here, right? Light is the cavern, so darkness is going to be what you would want to use. Darkness units will do 300 more damage, and as you can see here, the little gauge here, the more dark units you put, so in total 5 dark units, you'll get all these buffs with like crazy damage. So these will carry you. So put as much dark units as you can, like random ones, and it'll carry you. So I'll just explain to you guys the elements. So light does more damage to dark. Grass does more damage to water. Water does more damage to fire. Fire does more damage to grass. Dark does more damage to light. And while I'm also here, I can tell you guys how skill trees work. Overlord and above, you would want to get crit skill tree, right? And anything under is probably damage. So yeah, crit skill tree, that's like the main tree you would want. And for supports, so like money units, you want the support tree because support trees give you more money, as you can see here. 20% more money and range and time stop reverse duration. That's not needed for her, but the money is the main important thing. So support tree on Idol and Bulma, and crit tree on literally every other character that's Overlord or above. Rolling stuff, I don't know if I said anything about rolling, but you guys would want to, for example, on this guy, you'd want to get double S or however many. So pretty much if you have an S on this character and you evolve him, he will go to double S, right? Or sorry, S plus. And then if you have S plus, you'll go to SS. And then if you have SS and you evolve him, it'll go to triple S. So what you would want to do is just get double S on characters that have one Evo. If they have more Evo, you know how that works. So usually just get double S, and what you would want to do is press reroll all so that you can get damage on double S, because damage is a pain to get. So use your normal stat cubes, which is like the easier one to get damage for double S, and use the perfect stat cubes to get double S on the other ones, because damage is the hardest one. Range and SPA are the easier ones to get. And also there's the Spirit Shard Converter. Very simple. You click one on the top, you put them out. So 20 mythic shards, and 20 mythic shards will turn into 2500 rare, 500 epic, 100 legendary, and so on. So yeah, make sure you use that if you need to evolve stuff. Crafting, there's gonna be a couple things you're gonna need. So for idol, you're gonna want to evolve idol, trust me. So you need 25 light essence, 25 water essence, and 10 epic shards, 4 legendary shards, 2 mythic shards. Very easy to get. And then next is the Gojo Prison Realm, which is the most annoying thing everyone talks about, but trust me, with the current event stuff going on and the amount of rewards you get from literally anything in this game is much better than it was before, so don't worry. And pretty sure that's that's all of the stuff you need from the crafting, really. All the other stuff are kind of like pointless. I mean, there's not really much you need here, but yeah, you don't really need anything from here yet. So unless you want, characters, then of course feel free to buy them and craft them. But yeah, Final Expedition. Don't even get near this thing yet. It's too hard. Update bounties. So what this is when there's a new update, you'd want to do all these bounties and you would get a hefty reward. So make sure you guys do that. And codes are down here. Use the code every time the update comes out. Just look it up on Google or on their Discord. And the battle pass, very easy if you do infinite. It's based off of kills, and kills grant XP for the battle pass. And the free loot is honestly good. You guys don't need the battle pass. It's kind of pointless. And quests, make sure you do your quests and your weekly. If you can't do them because they're too hard, it's fine, because you still get rewards from just claiming the ones you do. Abyssal, don't worry about these. These are a little bit too tedious. I mean, you guys can. I mean, the only ones I would suggest going for right now is the Dracula, once you guys get strong enough. Dracula, Boku and Vegeta, and Immortal King. Those are, but probably Immortal King, Alucard, Boku and Vegeta, respectively, on those order. So yeah, that would be mid-game. I'd say that's most of mid-game. So yeah, let's start moving over to late game, and hopefully this mid game and early game helped you guys. So yeah, let's migrate over to late. Alright, so we're gonna be talking about the late game stuff, and as you can see at the bottom of my screen, this is very, very broken. Like, this thing will carry you through everything, and I mean everything in the game, except for tournaments. Tournaments are very specific things you need to do, but don't worry about that now. So, late game, you would want these specific characters because, let me explain. Naruto, crazy buff for his godly buff, crazy damage, and just overall, just perfect for soloing stuff. Johnny, great unit because he's cheap, does a lot of damage, and he pushes back, and he's very useful because he has a summon as well that does a lot of damage when you place him down. Lelouch from the Halloween event, which I'll be talking about in a second. Lelouch, very good because he summons stuff that do a crazy amount of damage because of their health. So he can just carry you by just putting him down, but you should upgrade him, of course. Death Sun, literally arguably the best nuke in the game because it goes off of how much damage he's done times 25. So you could see how broken that could be. And then Boma Idol, of course. So by this time, you would be wanting to get these stuff right here. So Naruto, very easy to get. I can do a quick rundown on it. So as I told you before in World 1, the Naruto Sage scroll to evolve him. Naruto is this one right here. Hopefully he's in here. I don't look stupid. Okay, let me just give you guys this example. Let's see. He should be here somewhere. There we go. So Naruto Sage is the one you guys should be going for, and then you evolve him to Naruto Sage something, and then you evolve him one more time, I think, and then you evolve him into the Godly. So the Godly thing is very easy. I'll show you guys how it works. So clear the bounded siege one time. So you'd be doing the siege mode, and you'll get the key, and then you'll do the hard mode. And well, with the hard mode and with the sieges, Lelouch and Death Sun will carry you. I'll tell you guys Halloween, like I said again, in a second. Hold on. Do the siege with water element unit. Very simple. Clear ninja boss rush 10 times. Clear ninja boss rush with 3 or less units. And clear ninja boss rush without idle. Clear ninja boss rush using at least 3 Karuto units, which is, I can show you guys here, Boruto, and I think he's called something being, oh, the celestial being, and Naruto. These are the ones you should be using for that quest. And mind you, you can do a lot of these quests like together, so you can, more efficient, but if not, that's fine. And also defeat 9 tails on Leaf Village Raid Act 6. And that's pretty self-explanatory. So these are really easy, and you'd want to be doing boss rush a lot and save up your chakra rods for this one right here, 9 tails ember for the godly to evolve them. And once you get Naruto godly, I'll give you a very simple rundown. You guys should probably look this up, but what you would want to do, right, is have Naruto and 9 tails in the same party, and you would want to get to 4 stocks, which is like let 4 enemies pass. And once you're at 4 enemies, or 1 stock, 1 like life stock, Naruto would have to have, I might be mistaken, but he should have, I think, 300 kills and apply 250 wind shears to use his final nuke, which is this one right here, lava release. So what you would want to do is max out both of them, and 9 tails as well. And once 9 tails is next to Naruto, Naruto will use his nuke. It's not going to be called this, by the way. Naruto's going to use his nuke, 9 tails is going to use his nuke, and then you can just leave. And that'll be how you combine Naruto into the Naruto Will of Fire. So yeah, and then Johnny, he's a little bit more tedious in terms of doing portals and dungeons and stuff like that, but it's worth it. Let me tell you guys, it was a little bit annoying, but it's fine. I'll try to run through with these, how these work. So apply slow effect, very simple. Tatsumaki, make 2,000 enemies walk back. You can use Yuta or Lelouch, like I said, very good. Defeat Gyro, which is in the dungeon, and he'll spawn randomly throughout the map, and you talk to him, preferably late game. He'll spawn himself in as a boss and you kill him. Find Tusk 4 in one of the portals. You guys could probably look this up. It'll be like a little pink dude, or Act 4 is actually pretty big, but it'll be a tusk, a little, it'll be like a pink, like alien looking thing. You'll just like go up to it and pick it up with like hold E on it. Same thing with Tusk Act 3, somewhere, and you just hold E on him. Act 2, he'll be in a story map, hold E on him. I'm pretty sure Act 2, the story map is in the Morio city, so yeah. Act 1 will be in the World 2 lobby. He'll either spawn right behind this bush, in the back right here where I'm standing. Trying to remember, bear with me guys. Near this log, behind this log. And last one is, I'm pretty sure, behind the Infinity Castle. Yeah. And then after you pick up all those, you need to do the coastline secret portal once. Clear the coastline portal with 3 or less units equipped. Clear the coastline 15 times. Clear dungeon 20 times. Obtain Gap. Obtain Wonder View. Obtain Valentine. And obtain Gyro. So Gyro is from the dungeon. Valentine is from the dungeon. Wonder View is from Portal. And Gappy is from Portal. So Portal you would get from the merchant, which either spawns in the center here or next to level rewards. You just get the Bizarre Coastline Portal and you do that. And up until it'll upgrade the portal each time you do it, and you'll get the Act 6 one, and there's where you get the characters. And same thing with all the godlies, you gotta do the Ichor Vial, Empty Helix, and, the specific, glyph for them that you get from the quest. And while we're on this topic, right before I tell you guys about the Halloween event, glitched would probably be your main thing to get. And now, since there are glitch pity potions in the game, it's going to be very easy to get glitches here and there. So save up your rerolls until 1,000, roll on the weekends for the 6th time, and pop the pity potion and get a free glitch unit, pretty much. So yeah, you would really want glitch on literally anything. And if you can pull off with Avatar, but glitch is preferable because stuff will get harder and more damage is better. And also glitch gives the most money to money units, so keep that noted. And also enchanting altars, you would want to be really only going for 3, which is Glorious Mystical Midas, and also efficiency if you can't get Midas. So Glorious, show you guys right here. For example, that's Sun. Midas gives 30% money and 20% cost, minus 20% cost. So Midas is only good for money units. Mystical is the best thing to get, but it's the hardest one to get because of its percent chance. And this one would be literally, if you can get it on any character, it would be great. Skip over Magical, skip over Omnipotent. Glorious is your best friend because Glorious just gives the best amount of damage. Crit damage, SPA, very simple and easy one to get. And efficiency would be on the money units, just so they can cost less and pump out more money. And of course, the triple S is required. I mean, if you don't have triple S on a unit, I feel like that's like throwing the game. Money units don't really do anything, but other than range on Idol, you'd probably want more range on Idol because of her buff. So yeah, I mean, pretty much that's all the units you need for currently to just carry you through everything. And the final thing I want to tell you guys is the Halloween event. Halloween event, literally the best thing that ever happened on this update. Simply log in every day, get rewards, get the rewards. The summons, Death Sun, Lelouch are the ones you need. Uh, Mob Psycho is pretty good as well. You guys can go for him as well. It's actually really good. And you guys can get the Evo item right here and the Evo item right here for these guys. And also, you can also save up the candy baskets for the glitch pity potion, mythical shards, enchant swapper, which is new. So if you get a Midas on a damage unit, you can just swap it to mystical. Very nice. And limit breakers, very simple. Just use them on souls, which I'll get to in a second. Souls are a different thing. So once you roll on a soul and you get S, just swap over to a limit breaker. A lot of people don't know how to do this, so I'll show you guys right now. For example, on a soul, let's say soul of efficiency, you can click on soul shard and roll, and it'll go F, D, C, A, B, whatever. And once it gets to S or double S, you would want to click on limit breaker. I might as well show you guys here. You click on limit breaker and it will literally, right? It'll jump up by 2 what it says. It will, well, go to triple S. That's it. Simple. So yeah. Hopefully I'm explaining this stuff to you guys easily because I might be yapping a little bit too much, but yeah. So yeah, Halloween units. You want to do the quests for candy baskets and technique shards and bingo stamps, which is right here, gives you a lot of loot. The mode is you want to put as much Halloween units as you can so that you can get more candy baskets. And I recommend you doing this with people because more people gives more candy baskets, if I'm not mistaken. And if you do the most damage, you get an MVP, which is more candy. And what you would want to do is play this event, save up, what is this? 200,000 and also 400,000. So save up 400,000 to get the pity potion, the Death Sun Evo, and the Lelouch Evo, and also save up a bunch of candies baskets to get Bob, very funny name, Death Sun, and Lelouch. And they will carry you through literally everything. And yeah, thank them. These guys are crazy. And I'm trying to think of other stuff you guys can do. Final Expedition is really good. You guys can do easy mode once you get all these characters. They just give crazy loot from the chest. Oh yeah, Final Expedition is going to be your best friend when you want to evolve people because they literally give you everything you need. To shards, to essences, pretty sure, essences, and technique shards, stack cubes, even glitch pity potions sometimes, depends how lucky you are. So yeah. Survival and dungeon is godly specific. Literally all these are from a godly. So once you start getting into the godly runs, most of these are for godly. This one's for Garu, this one's for I had a brain fart. Sorry, Gilgamesh. This one's for Denji. This one is not for godly. This one's for just Fire Fist Ace. And this one's not for godly. This one's for Aizen Evo and Okura Evo. Yeah, that's pretty much all of it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. Hopefully I explain these things right to you guys in a way that will help you guys do stuff very easily and not take the hard way. And, one last thing. Once you guys get glitched on a lot of things, you guys can do tournaments. And right now I'm kind of throwing because I got top 7, or sorry, it was 6, 7, my bad. I was top 6 literally 3 days ago, and it was supposed to end 3 days ago, but it hasn't ended, so I'm slowly going down. But as you can see, the rewards are busted. If you get top 12, even top 40, even top, like, honestly, top 100 and top 200 is great because of the mythic shards. I know mythic shards are very annoying. So if you guys can get top 1 to 40, this is crazy because look at these rerolls: 400, 650 rerolls, 20 dust shards or pearls, 40, like 50 of these essence, 50 cosmic essence. This is very good. And just so you know, traits and no traits are separate rewards. So if you get top 5 or if you get top 12 on trait and trait list, you will get 1300 technique shards, 80 dusk pearls, 120 mythic, and so on. So that's very good to know. The bingo, make sure you guys redeem these, very useful. Use your pearls and technique shards wisely. Use your technique shards on meta units like I showed here, and only use them on 6 times and with a glitch potion. And the pearls, use them on the units you are going to use. Don't just waste them, and go for the glorious, mystical, Midas efficiency. And yeah, that's pretty much all of it. I mean, if I missed something, please let me know. This is my first time making one of these videos, and hopefully it's very informative to you guys, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this game because I love this game. It has a very special place in my heart because I spent so much time, and the community is very lovely, and it's just good that ALS is getting the attention that it deserves, and I just love this game. And I hope this video helps you guys, I guess, love it as much as I do. I mean, it's very fun, and the community is amazing, and everyone helps each other. And whenever I'm streaming, I try my best to help people, and not handouts, but I'll help them if they need help. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you guys understood understood me and my guide, and hopefully it made sense to everyone. And I wish the best of luck to everyone on their ALS journey. And yeah, have a great one, guys. Stay blessed.